Well, hey there. I don't know, just a little quick. So I got the front shocks on this thing changed. Got the front shocks changed. Got the export brace put back on. Got it cleaned up so it looks halfway decent. It looks pretty good actually. I mean, there's a little rust on it, but put shocks on it because the shocks that were on the car are right here. Let's see if I can do this without any hands. Maybe not. Hang on. Let me put you down. The shocks that were on the car right here. So if we pull this out, and I hope this is recording, we shove this down. That one comes up slow. Real slow. The other one, so, all right, so we pull this out. There it is. Shove it down. It's not supposed to do that. It's like supposed to come up like quicker than that. So that could be part of the reason why it drove like crap. So I had a pair of shocks that were just a factory replacement shock that we had bought for that car one weekend when I was going racing. And one of my racing shocks was broke. Found it on like a Friday. So we went to like AutoZone or Advance, or I can't remember at this point. Put them on the front of the car for one race. And then ordered some racing shocks. So they still looked like new. So put them on that car. I got the sending unit out. So here's the old one. There's what doesn't work. There's the float's full of gas. But they look exactly the same. So we're gonna get that plunked in there. We threw the battery in the car that we tried to start it with. I had stuck it on the charger for about a day and a half at 35 amp charge, which other than a 2 amp trickle charge is as low as my big charger can go. That one right there. That's the boy I take to the, that's the bad boy I take to the racetrack with me. So I stuck it on there for about a day and a half at 35 amps. Put it in the car, hooked it up, pumped it a couple times, hit the key, and it fired right up. Sounds pretty good actually. So we're thinking the battery's all right. If it's not, we'll just go buy another one later. But if it's good, then that saved me $200 because batteries are freaking expensive. Let's see, what else have we got done? The oil pan is still leaking a little around the drain plug, but I think that just needs a new nylon gasket. So that should be easy. I messed around with my race car a lot today. Look, it's uncovered. Actually had the hood off. I cleaned the oil pan up where it was leaking. Boy, this thing is beat up. I mean, look at the way this is all bowed out right here. This is kind of bowed out. The front's bowed out. I think this is caved in a little bit. This side isn't the same way, but this has definitely been pushed up that way because this is bent down. This is bent down in there, so it kind of does this number. And it was cracked in the weld right here. So we cleaned it up real good. A lot of sandpaper, Scotch-Brite, carb cleaner, and then we used fire. A lot of fire to burn all the oil out of the crack. Then more Scotch-Brite, more carb cleaner, and we JB welded the shit out of it. I think it'll be all right. But man, I mean, look at that. Look at the way that's. So the last time, I guess when the thing hit the racetrack, so it hit on this front edge. I think it took this whole bottom piece and shoved all of it up. Instead of just bending a little bit, it just took this whole piece because it's triangulated, so it's strong. It just pushed this whole thing up and took this part and bowed it out as this pushed up. That's my guess. But they want a bunch of money for an oil pan, and we'll just adjust the pickup tube a little bit on this one. It'll still clear. We'll be all right. I did change the one main bearing that I found was wrong. Oh, all the rod bearings looked good, like really good. Not even wore through the coating yet, kind of good. We found one main bearing that looked like crap. This main bearing right here, well, number 2, she had seen some abuse. That's the only one that looked really bad. The rest of them wore a little strange, like some wear on the, like on this edge and this edge, like maybe the journal's not round, if that makes sense. They're still standard. So I had some standard bearings that I had taken out of the 377. The mains on this crank are still standard. The rods are 20 under. I had some main bearings that had come out of my 377, and it's standard on both. The mains always look good, so I hung on to them. I dug them all out. I found the ones that I thought looked the best. I polished them up with some 2000 grit sandpaper to make sure they were nice and smooth and slick. Put a little assembly lube on them and stuck it back in there. I've got all the rods torqued back down, the mains all torqued back down. I have a oil pan, I have an oil pump pickup tube ordered. It's supposed to be here Wednesday. It shows up. We will probably put it on a different oil pump because I don't know if I'll be able to get that piece out of that other one. But we'll throw it on a different oil pump because I've got a bunch of them in there. Use a whole tube of black RTV on that oil pan because I'm not putting a gasket on it. I'm just going to RTV the shit out of it because, you know, why not? And our plan is to go racing. So much for my quick update. But I'm going to crawl under the back of that thing and try and put that sending unit in. Wow, I had a brain fart. I'm hungry. I haven't had anything to eat all day. Did I mention I'm a fat guy and I like food? All right. We'll talk to you later.